Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Once again, I'm Ned from Nest Tech, but otherwise known as your friendly neighborhood basement dweller. Don't worry, ma'am, I am from the internet. We have a lot of interesting theories on the internet. A lot of theories that have a little rhyme of truth in them, which is absolutely terrifying, and I want to go over some of those today, like the patriarchy and colonization. Now, the idea of the patriarchy is that men control everything, and men conspire with one another to make sure that men control everything. And the colonization is basically saying the British took over everything, and now people deserve reparations because of the things that British did, and because of the things. Oh wow, it's the British, and it's the Protestant Americans too. Jeez, it didn't matter which one you did. anyways, anyways, so let's face it, there has absolutely been a problem with these two things in the past, but they have been exacerbated and exploded to the point where the monster that people on the internet say is out there, it's out there. It's just not it's not everywhere. It's not everywhere that you say it is. It's not in all of the millions of microaggressions that you think you have. Now men have definitely taken, like when I look back in the past and I ask people, yeah, like my mom can remember a time when she needed dad's permission to get a loan. Like, that's freaking wild, right? But that's not now. That's not now. I wasn't raised in that, but I'm guilty of that. All of the things that white men did, white men bad. Let's face it, there was a whole bunch of bad stuff. Like, you couldn't grape your wife in Canada until the 70s, and then it became a law. What hell is that? I was almost alive during that time. So, like, yeah, it exists. But the thing is, it feels like since the Me Too movement, we've been having overall higher levels of guilt about this stuff than we have particularly needed to. Like, I, for one, am a really rare case. I was born progressive, not talking to the honkies in the back alleys of nowhere. And all of the progressives that went off to school came back and they're like, Nevin, you've been here for so long, you're automatically a bad person. I haven't even said anything yet. But let's face it, most women don't even want to hear you talk. They want to talk, especially when you're dating them. Women, I don't care what you say. If you say you want to talk deep thoughts, most of the time it means you want to talk about yourself in a really deep manner. And you don't want anyone to check you. You don't want anyone to challenge you, which is a thing. Unfortunately, as I'm dating therapists and social worker women, one thing I'm finding, none of them want to be challenged, which puts us in a hell because we all want to get our wangs wet, right? But we don't want to challenge people. Like, I swear to God, I'm running into women that haven't been challenged with any ideas, and trust me, I'm as challenged as they come. I know a lot about challenging. But legitimately, some of these ideas that are coming out of the left are so terrifying that they're getting so strong that they get information, that secondary canon that is entering within their workplaces. You can absolutely not tell a woman that they are overreacting, they are worried too much, or that they're. You can't tell them they're in hysterics, because if you tell them any of that, you are abusing them and then you are gaslighting them at the same time. That is a rule that didn't exist before TikTok. It was TikTok that made that a thing. And now, as I'm loving and having these conversations with people in high places, people that would give me like hours of video to watch, okay, maybe like an 8 minute TikTok video, but wouldn't take 2 minutes to read my output of it legitimately. Now, within that hell, within that progressives not looking at what they're saying and seeing what a hell it could be, is a cancer. Nothing good comes from cancer. Much good comes from mutations, but every now and then mutations happen that don't go in a good way, and it's a cancerous way. And we have to put that stuff out like Old Yeller, or we're all going to pay. Now, that's where we're at. The woke mind virus has people thinking that because of the patriarchy, women don't have to be responsible. Now, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. But when I talk to women about this kind of stuff, what legitimately one of the arguments they got was, we should leave. We should be able. Okay, so They legitimately said this to me, saying we should be able to leave the keys to our car out on the hood of our car uptown as we go and get coffee. And the same way with our sexuality, we should be able to leave our sexuality out and no one should do anything to it. It's like, girls, that's not the universe that we're in. We want that universe? Yes, but it's like you're asking for a universe where you wave a piece of meat in front of the dog and the dog doesn't go for that. I can't describe the level of training a dog has to go through for that. Would you like to train these dogs without being paid? Yes, you want all of these things and you don't want to do anything to help unless you're telling someone how bad they are. They don't want to help unless they're telling someone how bad they are or the bad things that they've done. But man, I know so many women who wouldn't do a damn thing to help a guy in a situation. I've seen a lot of situations where men are depressed. And like women are depressed, men try to help them. Men get depressed, and women are like, bye. No, that especially gets me if it happens after matrimony. But that's neither here nor there. What I want to point out is there are mind viruses going on. There's multiple mind viruses, but we got to watch out for this one. Patriarchy, the matriarchy. No, just the patriarchy. The matriarchy is a thing, but we're not allowed to talk about that. And eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah, that's about it.